Peter Doherty in Brisbane now, where a high-speed police pursuit is underway. Pete, what do we know?
And he's heading south, still heading south.
Talitha, this is...
Through the roundabout, heading south, continuing along Oxley Road towards the...
Talitha, this is Oxley Road on Brisbane's south side. This BMW has been pursued for around 90 minutes. We've had a couple of hair-raising moments in the last few seconds while we were in the commercial break as they went round roundabouts, a couple of near misses. This chase began 90 minutes ago in the suburbs of Ipswich. It's pretty well done in orbit of the city. We're currently on Oxley Road, just past the golf course a moment ago, and police have been unable to get close to this vehicle. They've had a few near misses. They keep backing off, and they're relying currently on the 7 News helicopter, which has been relaying the latest information. You can see them there entering that roundabout. A short time ago, this white BMW met up with a second stolen BMW, and the two were driving through the streets of Indooroopilly trying to evade police. Those vehicles have now separated, and we're back concentrating with this white BMW. It has between 4 and 5 people in it. It began, as I said, around 90 minutes ago in the Ipswich area. Police were out on several roads deploying stingers, trying to shred the vehicle's tyres. That was unsuccessful. It was just too erratic. It was doing U-turns, it was going down roads and doing U-turns over pedestrian middle banks and heading back. So they've had a real difficult time keeping up with this vehicle. Now, thankfully, it's a public holiday in Brisbane. The roads, as you can see, not much traffic on these areas, but it has literally been through dozens and dozens of suburbs from Ipswich through the southern areas of Brisbane and Mount Gravatt, back into the city, around the western suburbs, and look, any moment, you don't know from one moment to the next, Talitha, what could happen as this vehicle travels at high speed through the suburbs of Brisbane.
Pete, it's driving through some fairly heavily populated suburbs. Has there been any contact made?
Look, remarkably, for the amount of time this has been going, there's been very little contact between it and other cars or it and other people. So, you know, that is a massive blessing as they're ripping around. You can see there now one of those signs. It could head back towards Ipswich, or it could go back into our Brisbane southern suburbs. Police haven't been able to get close to this vehicle despite us relaying information, but the fact we're on air now live means in the police communication centre in Brisbane, they will be looking at these pictures and hopefully they'll be able to corral their vehicles to build a cordon around this white BMW and to stop this chase before it comes to a very unpredictable and horrific outcome. And that's obviously what everyone wants to avoid. While this is going on, there is that other black BMW which hasn't been sighted for a number of minutes, but this white BMW has been the primary focus of the search. Now, also making it slightly difficult, it's being passed from different police districts to different police districts, so that means a change of communication centre. It started out in the Ipswich area and then was passed across to the southern Brisbane communication centre, and that's where it's been for the last half an hour. Now, the first part of the chase was mainly on highways now and major thoroughfares. For the last 15 minutes, they've been sticking to the back streets. Now, they even went into the South Bank area of Brisbane, a very heavily populated area where lots of people have been out today enjoying the absolutely spectacular Easter weather. But thankfully, people have been able to keep out of the way of this vehicle thus far. But it is obviously late afternoon. You know, they want to get this vehicle before darkness falls. And look, the progress of this vehicle has been very erratic. Now, obviously, they know they're being pursued. There's been helicopters in the sky for 90 minutes. So where they're heading, we'll just have to watch the screen and see.
OK, thank you, Pete. Let's hope it ends safely.